Edelweiss is a plant native to the Alps. Its scientific name is Leontopodium nivae. In the past it was also known as Leontopodium alpinum. There are about 40 known species of Edelweiss. The one described here is the only species native to Central Europe. However, it was not always so. Originally it was native to Central Asia and came to Europe only after the last ice age. Apart from the Alps, it can still be found in the Caucasus, the Pyrenees and the Carpathians. The Edelweiss belongs to the daisy family, Asteraceae. In the meantime, this beautiful plant has been placed under protection, as it was very popular with flower-picking tourists and therefore was on the verge of extinction. Edelweiss grows as a herbaceous perennial very flat on the ground. It reaches a height and width of about 20 centimeters. Flowers up to 8 centimeters wide are formed on the upright growing flower stems. These can also sometimes be up to 12 centimeters in size. These giant flowers are then popularly known as Edelweiss king. Lance-like leaves grow out of a basal rosette. These are covered with white hairs, which gives them a felt-like appearance. This is the origin of the Latin name, Leontopodium, which means, little lion's feet. The hairs have a protective effect against cold and the UV radiation prevailing in the mountains. The flowers are also covered with fine hairs. Because there are many small air bubbles in them, the flower has a silvery shimmer. This shimmer attracts many insects that pollinate the flower. The inner tubular flowers are surrounded by hairy bracts. These can be present in varying numbers. The Edelweiss is in full bloom between June and September, but the flowers are extremely durable. That is why the Edelweiss is also nicknamed the eternal flower. The female, slender corolla tubes end in up to 4 upright corolla lobes. In these are the so-called pistils and pistillate branches. Here are the small fruits, which are only sparsely hairy. The Edelweiss is mainly found in the European Alps. Here it grows on steppe-like meadows at an altitude of up to 3,000 meters. Nowadays it grows more in steep rock or remote crevices, because it has been picked too often by souvenir hunters. It thrives especially well in absolute sunshine on a siliceous limestone. Edelweiss is hardy and can also thrive in the native rock garden. Since the Edelweiss is a protected species, it may not be taken from the wild and picked. However, it is commercially available and can be cultivated in your own garden. It requires a full sun location and should not be shaded by other plants. Cultivation in a tub or pot is also possible. Here there are several varieties on offer, such as Matterhorn, which forms a dense flower on a long style, or the variety Wendelstein in a strongly branched gray-green appearance. The variety Mont Blanc comes with a compact growth with many single flowers. Then there is another variety that remains very small, the Chinese dwarf Edelweiss. This grows only about 5 centimeters tall, but has many small flower stars. The Edelweiss usually reproduces by self-seeding. However, it can also be propagated by dividing the perennial. This is best done at the age of 2 years. After pruning in the fall, part of the plant is cut off and replanted in another location. Edelweiss is a symbol of courage, bravery and love. In the past, it was a test of courage to pick an Edelweiss in the usually very inaccessible places. Today, as a good luck charm, it is symbolic in many European countries. For example, it can be found on many traditional costumes in the form of buttons or sewing. There are also many legends about the Edelweiss. One says that it is a star that fell from the sky, and another legend says that it was created from many tears because an ice virgin threw herself into the depths of a ravine. Where her tears fell to the ground, the Edelweiss was born.